Yo, 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 yo. What's good, YouTube? You already know, man. It's your boy LeBron, female rapper Lee, back with another video. Look, I know you can pretty much hear that I'm on the move right now. Yo, I actually need to get some gas. So listen, if you're new to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Please make sure that you like this video, all that. Look, I really want to do this video. I'm gonna do a part two to this video tomorrow so that I'm able to pull up like the articles and pull up different things. But yo, my heart goes out to all of the people impacted by that hate crime that happened out in Buffalo. Like this story specifically touched my heart because I'm from upstate New York. So it's like all of us, everybody that's from upstate New York, it's like not saying it's like some against New York City, but New York City, they be trying to act like they separated. But like even though we all New York State. So being from upstate, it's like I feel like we always have to go harder because it's just like everybody always gives all the attention to the city. And New York City is an amazing place. I can't take anything away from them, but New York is amazing in its entirety. But it just kind of hurt me to hear something like this going on. Hold on a second. It hurt me to hear something like this going on because it just seemed like it was so close to home. You know, this white guy, and it's so crazy that from working in child support and also working with health insurance, I've spoken to so many people that lived all over upstate New York. So when I heard where he was from, I think they said he's from like Conklin County or some shit like that. But yeah, he drove. He definitely made a conscious effort to drive and just take these people's lives. Like, and I just think that this is crazy. And you know what? I'll say this. It kind of like reminds me of that story of like the whole Emmett Till thing, right? Um, you know, I will say that it is identical what I'm going to say. And it made so much sense with what his mother said, even though it was ignorant, but it is a way that you think like that when you're upstate, when you're in New York. We deal with our racism from white people up there. And listen, I'm gonna go into that tomorrow when I talk about, the what did they say Rochester was called? The neighborly city? Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure you can look on Google and see so many different racist reports. Listen, let's not play these games because it got national attention now. Buffalo. I'm sorry if I said Rochester. Buffalo and Rochester. Listen, upstate New York, that's why I'm so well equipped to be in Texas because I'm used to dealing with these people that's like this. Like, you crazy? Like, so anyway, gonna go deeper into that tomorrow. But yo, my heart goes out to those people. Like, how you just gonna drive from hours away to a damn supermarket and just let off on people in there? It's so crazy. I thought about my boy Kevin tonight, and when I thought about him, I said, "Oh shit, let me hit Kevin up because he's from Buffalo." So I texted him, and he literally told me he was like, "Hey, bro," he was like, "Thanks for reaching out to me." He was like, "My family and everybody's okay." He was like somebody that he knew. Oh shit, I needed to go that way. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna go over there. Somebody that he knew. Their their father did security there, and he just happened to be off today. That's crazy. I'm telling you, when you're from like a upstate New York, everything is really small. Even though it's like because it's like New York City is big. But if you know somebody like me, I'm from Albany, so if you know somebody, it's likely that I probably know somebody who they know or their family or some shit like that. It really be like that, especially when you're from a small place. So that's why I reached out to him because I was like, yo, he got to know somebody that's something going on with this. You know what I'm saying? That shit is just tragic. It's sad as hell. What's up, Miss V? What's up, Shaw? What's up, Lacey? What's up, Erica? Yeah, LeBron been mad busy. It's a good thing. Yeah, I'm busy right now. I'm about to go pick up something to eat. But yo, I told this guy, I said, yo, like, I want my wings to be extra, extra, extra crispy, bro. Don't let me get there and my wings and y'all tell me talking about, oh, the sauce made the nope, because y'all made them perfect last week. So I don't expect them to be nothing but perfect. He told me 20 minutes. I said, you sure? You normally say 25 minutes. Don't listen. I ain't playing no games because I will send them back. I'm telling you, I will tell them, yo, cook them wings a little longer because, yeah, but I'm at the gas station right now. Hold on a second. So yeah, I just feel really terrible. I feel terrible for those families that are dealing with this. And I want to say this first and foremost. Hold on, let me make sure I got my phone with me because I don't want the volume to sound fucked up. They all out on the news talking about that they hope that this doesn't spiral into some sort of like back and forth crime. Let me tell you something. If you don't think, I hope Listen, I hope that it don't happen. But listen, man, like to me, this is a huge L. So all them gangsters doing all that drill music, doing all that shit like that. It's like y'all niggas be taking out each other. But look at like this to me, this is ugly. That shit just made me feel terrible because in real talk, it don't even got to be Buffalo, New York. Hold on. Okay, hold on. It don't even have to be Buffalo, New York. That could have been any of us going into the supermarket anywhere. You understand what I'm saying? That could have literally been anybody going into the supermarket anywhere. And some white man just chose to just take their life because he ain't want them to live any longer. That shit is crazy to me. Hold on. Fucking 419 for gas. You kidding me? Yo. Yeah, I'm about to I gotta increase my prices on my website. This shit is getting out of hand. 419? Are you crazy? These niggas said 419 a gallon. Wow. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me put. Cause I'm about to go to my friend house that's near here. I'm about to put like 15 in my car, and then I'm going to Sam's Club to get my gas tomorrow. It's like gas is back on the increase. What the fuck is going on? 419. But I'm also in a specific area, so I know that they're gonna try to get you. This is why I go to Sam's Club to get my gas. Like this is crazy. Oh no, I'm at $18. See, when the gas is higher, they make sure that that shit come out faster. So next thing you know, you turned around and you at $18. Like yo, I remember the good old days. Hold on a second. You remember the good old days when you could pump your gas first and pay after? Yo, my friend, she used to get away with shit. Yo, she told me how she used to go to the gas station and she would fucking fill up with gas, get in her car and step on it and just get right on the highway. Yeah. I was never bold enough to do no shit like that. Yeah, yeah, but again, rest in peace to all of those people in Buffalo. I wasn't gonna go live tonight because I wanted to go live from my computer, so I'm able to pull up the articles and stuff like that. But I don't have that tonight, and that's okay. So I just wanted to definitely come up and keep my word. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. I got to do a U-turn. Um, shit. What time is it? 11:14. Yeah, man. Let me see who's up in here. What's up, Bobby? I think I seen you up in here. Uh, gas over there very high too. 2,000. Oh, you said 2.5. Yeah. To be honest with you, I wasn't gonna go live. The only reason I did is because I don't want to keep doing that because I know that that could leave a bad taste in people's mouth, even though I shouldn't care about it because whoever stays is gonna stay. But yeah, I wanted to go live and be able to bring up the articles and like different videos and stuff. I'll do that tomorrow, but I just wanted to more so come out and just send condolences to anybody upstate that was affected by that because that shit is just terrible. Hold on, I thought that was a police officer. One thing about Houston, I noticed the difference between Texas and New York. Let me tell you something. This is from somebody from New York who's been all over New York, all over it. Like, yeah. I don't know. I know that crime happens everywhere and people there's police brutality everywhere, but I don't feel like the police be on it here. Like, I don't feel like the police. I don't feel like they be on it here like they in New York. Like in New York, I feel like the police intentionally want to get you. There is a feeling of racism in New York, and I don't care if nobody try to lie. And I know that people from Buffalo probably gonna see this video because of the tags and the title, and you know what's going on. Like, yo, when I tell you, just being this is why, like, I'm super proud. Like, I'm telling you, like, where I'm kind of like a lot of that arrogance in my attitude is because of where I'm from and how a lot of those white people try to make you feel, and I don't give a fuck. Yes, it's facts. I grew up now, even though I didn't grow up rich, I grew up with a mother who I knew she worked at a job for 40. My mother worked at my job 10 at her job 10 years before I was even born. You know what I'm saying? She had an amazing role at her job. And she, like even though we struggled, I still knew that my mom made money and we was good. So you couldn't look down on me on some shit like that. I was still in the same spaces, still went to private schools, all that shit. I'm not saying that it's all about that, but sometimes people look down on you and make you try to make you feel like you ain't supposed to be in certain places. Like, yo, hold on a second. Like, yo, I remember one time when I lived where we lived in the suburbs, right? My mom had moved to the suburbs, and I beat the cop to the punch. I know I shocked him because he kept harassing us. We live on private property. Why do you keep bringing your car on our property and like flashing your light in the car? We sitting outside talking, and he flashing a light in the car. I said, officer, let me tell you something. I said, I hate the fact that we moved out here. My mother wanted us to move out here. I didn't want to be here. Just as much as you don't want me here, I don't want. I said something like that, and he was shocked. Leave me the fuck alone. Like, yo, that I'm gonna be honest with you. I could be oblivious to it here in Houston. I feel like here in Houston is such a big city. They have bigger fish to fry. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm almost like, no, real talk. New York City has millions of people. There's crime that happens here in Houston every day. You gotta realize that when there's millions of people, all types of different personalities and mental illness and shit like that, it's gonna be shit. If you look on the news down here, shit happens here every single day here in Houston, right? This is like a New York City in the sense, if you want to think about it. It's just maybe not like how many people New York City got in total. Houston got 3 million plus and growing, but for some reason I could be blind to some shit. Maybe I'm not out in the hip towns when I be delivering for my business out there. I feel the vibes, but in Houston, I don't feel that vibe. I'm sorry, like it feels better than New York, to be honest with you, because either the white people they gonna fuck with you or they not. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get a better vibe. I just get a better vibe here in New York. It be some I don't know. This is different. It's different. Um, let's see. What's up, Brady? I'm driving right now, so I'm not really gonna be reading the comments. Let's see. This is why I need self-protection. You never know when danger is gonna come. Exactly. Could you imagine he targeted a black area, a Tops supermarket? There was a supermarket called Tops in the hood. He targeted like, yo, I need to reach out to that kid that I know from Buffalo too. Ask him. See, like, yo, Buffalo, that's upstate. I'm telling you. Let me tell you one thing about me though, just to do some Buffalo talk and some Albany talk. So I'm from Albany. I always said we had the best of both worlds because I was right there. We 2 hours from New York City, and we just right in the middle. Either you could get to Montreal. Montreal is a stretch though. If you want to get to Niagara Falls and all that, that's a stretch. But we in a perfect position. And listen, if you driving good and you get in that left lane, you could get to New York City in an hour and a half. So I just felt like once I was older, I appreciated my life because when you're younger, everybody wants to be from New York City. But when you're older, you appreciate your small city life because I ain't like being in New York City because I felt like they treat you like a number. Like, yo, when you go to the damn like say for example, like we would go to the battle rap events and then we would go to the Five Guys after. You can't use the only way you can use the bathroom at Five Guys is if you have a receipt. And on the receipt is going to be a code for the bathroom. The code expires within like 10 minutes. It's like some weird ass shit. I was like, yo, they treat you like a number in New York City. I'm from upstate, like, and I got very proud. That's why, like, when I started getting older, like, yeah, I'm from upstate. Don't get this shit twisted. Like a lot of people from New York City, they like that little. Listen, I can't talk against it though because I look at my analytics and a lot of people from New York City show me love. Shout out to New York City, but y'all know a lot of y'all be highly materialistic and all of that shit. Like y'all, people from New York City, they just care about some certain things that I just don't care about. I think that goes. They're very, and I'm not trying to be funny and try to dish y'all, but you know, a lot of y'all could be very materialistic, and to me, that's how you stay broke. I learned that lesson with some of I'm not even gonna say how I know these people, whether they're family or friends, but just say some people who I know in New York City, you wouldn't even know that they're sleeping on a recliner, but they wearing designer. You wouldn't even know. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they'll do anything to have that designer, to have that look, to have that supreme, to have that look. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit don't mean nothing to me. It don't. It don't. So I'll keep my little corny ass upstate. You feel me? Upstate. You feel me? So listen, definitely gonna come back. I used to live in the Bronx. Shout out to the BX. My boy used to live over on Cortland Ave. Shout out to Cortland Ave. I used to be over there on Cortland. Shout out to what's that, Melrose? What's that project over there? Yeah. I remember we was out over there around the time the Something About Remy album came out. Yeah, Summer Jam. We went to Summer Jam that year. Yeah, many people to front. Same in Toronto. Um, they just broke high end clothing. Yeah. Why you want high end clothing? You know, that's some young boy shit. Let me tell you some young boy shit where you learn lessons when you in your teenage. You know when you living with your mom and you could buy some sneakers and not have no money. Then you realize you out at the little event, you look lit, but you ain't even got no money. You ain't got no money like that. You probably got a few dollars to get something to drink or something. I don't like living like that. I don't. I'm sorry. You know what? I can't stress it enough. After seeing my homeboy die with a nice house and all of those clothes, you know what LeBron does? Listen, I do collect and I buy sneakers, but I start wearing my shit. I be wearing all of my shit. Because if I was to die today, I got all these sneakers that I'm just saying I'm not wearing. Fuck that. I'm wearing all that shit. Fuck that. And I give this message to every person who I talk to. So yes, I am like a repeat. I do because I feel like it's important because that shit really hurt my feelings when my friend died last year. And it's just like this nigga died with all of that shit. And he's just saving up all these Yeezys for all these for what? For what? You can't bring that shit. You know what? We hear people say these comments about shit, but it don't hit home until some shit really happened and it's really true. You can't bring none of that shit with you. You can't. You were saving it all up for what? To die and then have people sell it, auction it off, or do whatever they're gonna do with it. I know his family is good. They don't think they're gonna do that. But um, I used to visit the Bronx regularly. My aunt, all unknown subway station in Fordham Road. Shout out to Fordham too. I used to always shop in the South Bronx though, because I love their sneaker stores. What's up, Miss Flapjacks? You driving too? Yeah. But yo, this shit is tragic. So many sad people out there. You know, people like yo. They said that one of the security guards, he was a retired police officer. I wonder if he was black. He targeted a black supermarket, yo. That is so hateful. It's like you know what I be feeling about black people, and I always said this back in the day. I used to always make these controversial little statements at school and shit like that. But I remember I said this shit, and I don't care how anybody feels about it. I do feel like white. I feel like black people we've been like oppressed so much and like faced adversity. I feel like we're nicer. We nicer to white people even if they nasty to us. Like sometimes, like you know what I'm saying. We so loving and accepting of anybody. Like, like you know what I mean. But they don't be feeling that way towards us. And now they all over TV talking about we should pray and I believe in God and I think that we should pray. But one thing is that this shit is wrong. And I do think you have to be careful with situations like this because this could make a race war spiral. And I feel like a race war has just been itching to happen. Could you imagine? I hate to say this in the moment because I know this is our people, but it's just like, could you imagine how many white people that are anti-black are celebrating right now? You know that there's some celebrations going on right now. Oh, they hit, yeah, you know that. You know it. You know some. You know that those white supremacists are definitely celebrating right now, and I just think that that shit is wrong. We don't do shit like that. Like you know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, when do we do shit like that? Just target some white people and do some crazy shit like that? We don't. They really hate us. That's like some of them do. Some of them really do. Let's see. They be miserable. I ain't praying for Ukraine either. Damn. They still lynching in the American South. That's crazy. So yo, I wanted to say that. So you know when uh, Emmett Till, his mother said when her son got killed in the South, she said she thought that this was an issue of the Negroes of the South. And I'm going to tell you that this happening in upstate New York, this is something that we would have thought that would have happened in the South. I would have thought that it happened in the South. I would have never thought that something as tragic like this would happen in Buffalo, New York. That lets you know that tragedy is everywhere and it can go down it could go down at any time. That shit is so crazy. The whole industry needs to reset. The whole country. Yes. No, you can't, LeBron. Absolutely. I know grief and I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, man. Like that shit really rocked me when I seen that shit. It was like I was actually on YouTube. What was I doing? I was cleaning up my kitchen, wiping down my countertop, and then I got a notification that Tariq Nasheed had posted, and it showed that he had posted something about Buffalo, and I'm like, what? And then I, listened to the video, and he had all these people calling in. So check out that video if you go to his channel. It was a really good video. Different people was just calling in and sharing their thoughts and stuff. But like, yo, that shit is close to home. And when like when the way that they were saying it, like it's a hate crime. That's definitely a hate crime. A white man traveled, so he traveled, so he came from Binghamton, so he was west. So is Binghamton West New York? I think that is. Like I don't know if Binghamton is before. Is Binghamton before Albany? Is Binghamton towards Utica? I don't know. I gotta figure it out. But yeah, he traveled for that, and then they said he just came out and just surrendered. Like, so he just was proud of what he did, and to whatever cult or whatever that he belongs to, he probably is proud of what he did. They said that he did have like there were certain things that he had that they identified it as a hate crime. What did they say he had? Like certain signs, like Nazi signs and shit like that. Shit is crazy, man. Like, yo, I agreed. I don't F with the Ukraine. They can fight the white European war. Just like yo, not to be. I hate when people make it seem like listen, I'm not racist, but I'm not gonna act like race like shit don't exist like between people. Like you have to be under a rock if you ain't like to flip it back on some music shit. But you would have to be under a rock if you didn't realize that Lotto was trying to mislead people with Nicki's name. So I seen the Nicki fan online today, like, oh, uh, when Cardi gives Lotto props, she just accepts it, and you see how she gets praised or something. And Nicki fans always do this because we not stupid. And it's like, what are you? And I told them, I said, what are you writing for her? Because y'all both biracial? The fuck? Like people be mad at the shit I be saying, like because that's really the truth. That's why you riding for. I see it all in your profile picture. You riding for Lotto because you have some sort of no, right is right and wrong is wrong. It shouldn't matter what. That's the type of shit. You know what's so crazy? That's the type of shit that I'm on. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And it doesn't depend on no race, but people don't like to really stick to that. People like to give favor. Just like right now, like, yo, I hate this shit. This is why I'm telling you, right? I really love I really love the fact that I was able to get a good job and come out of like, I'm still an entrepreneur. Don't get it twisted. I'm still working every day with my business, but I have a full-time job. But there's certain things that I'm already starting to see ahead. I'm starting to wonder if it's going to be a problem because it's like, and it don't even really directly impact me, but it's like I noticed that it's a department that I have to like communicate with, and I'm cool with like some of the employees over there. And the one girl told me she was just like, hey, like I'm trying to advance, and my boss she keeps giving things to the white girl. And then when I looked at the whole situation and peeped it, I said, yeah, I can see it. When I start seeing stuff like that, and white people don't even realize that they doing that shit, like they really, really don't. Um, I don't want to go off on that shit because we're talking about the Buffalo shit. I could talk about so many different instances and issues and things that I've experienced being upstate New York, but it's opened my eyes up and it just made me be more bulletproof and make me be more thorough, especially with my job because I be feeling like they be wanting you to fall every second. I remember one time I had to tell this lady like, yo, she tried to like check me on some shit like you didn't do something. I said I have to do my job because you would tell on me. Looked her straight in her face. She was like, "Oh, yeah, you damn right. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm not simple-minded, like not at all. I grew up with my mother always making comments about people being incompetent and not being able to understand shit. So I'm definitely understand, and I know how to do my job right. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's see. My bad. I know they was probably trying to get through it. So listen, racism does exist. Yeah, it exists, and he's trying to cap for Lotto because she's a biracial like he is. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why he was trying to cap for Lotto. Like, oh, Nikki fans give Lotto such a hard time when she, tries to show Nikki love because she's trying to use her name. You know what the fuck it is that she's doing. You know what it is. You know what I mean? You know what it is. Let me see. BB's. Oh, I ain't ate at BB's in a long time. I had it one time, but I wasn't really too fond of it. It was alright. It was more like it was alright. White people be trying to run me over with my baby. They don't care and they feel nobody can hold them accountable. Exactly. That's why, like, yo, this lady, she called my. No, I'm not even gonna say that. Nope. Because you never know who's really listening to you. You don't. When I be at work, like one time this lady was talking to me. She said, "What did you say your name was?" Huh? Yep. And I no. Don't even try to get suspicious, because no. That's one thing. If I tell you, if you do things online or if you do anything, never involve your coworkers because it's gonna get real messy. It will. It really, 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 really will. It's very freeing to be able to get online and just, as long as you're not like saying anything totally against anybody or doing some shit. And then listen, if even if something did happen, I still am a business owner at the end of the day, and I still can survive off of just my business. But I think it's genius to have multiple streams of income, and why not balance that out? You know what I'm saying? So I'm still not in a position. I don't care if you took the video and be like, "Oh, you said this biracials." I don't care what you do. I really don't. You just reach that point in life, like it's nothing that you could really do, you know. But again, shout out to everybody that's in Buffalo. What's his name? Is it Bully Billy the Butcher? I went to his I went to his Instagram page to see if he posted anything about it. I didn't see he posted anything. I know he's from Buffalo, but yo, let's see. What's up, Latoya? Yes, because you never know who is watching you. Yeah, true that. I'm about to check my wings before I get up out this shit because if my shit is not crispy, you gonna have to throw them shits back in there. He said 20 minutes, and so I'm about to be here right now. Yo, you think I should not give my friend some wings? Yo, I asked my friend, right? I was like, yo, can you just go get the wings for me? They like, no, I can't go get them. I just blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. So you better not ask for them when I get there either. I'm gonna open them shits up and just feast on them shits and be like, oh no, nah. Let's see. Don't forget to turn in the notifications. Yes, 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 yes. Let's see. I'm about to go in there in like 2 minutes. Yes, because you never know. Laurent's name was Domingo on that day. Exactly. Yeah. I don't like when people try to get too, white people be trying to run me over. Yeah. Yeah, I had an incident in upstate New York where this person, they was mad that I got in front of them and he got on the side of me and called me a nigger. And that's the time that if you know things kind of flashed for me because things could have ended bad for him because I remember I chased him in my car like all the way down this road and there was another car that was coming and he literally dodged the car. He could have caused a whole accident and all I did was do a U-turn after that shit when he almost made that accident. And I said, you know what? This is too far because I was chasing his ass down. Yeah, nigga, I remember that shit. I was chasing his ass down. He called me a nigger right by Wendy's. He went down this Route 155 up in Colony, New York. I was chasing his ass down. Yup, he almost hit this car. As soon as he almost hit that car, it was almost going to be, I'm telling you, that shit would have been a catastrophe. I did a U turn and I just turned around and just got right up out that motherfucker. Like, nah, we can't do that. We ain't doing that. So listen, I'm about to get up out of here though. I'm so sad I'm barely getting home. I've missed a live. Well, I'm gonna go live tomorrow and bring up the article and stuff. I just wanted to come on here because I scheduled it and I didn't want to not do the live. So that's the only reason why I came on here. Honestly, I would have blamed you if you knocked the fuck out. Buffalo is a small city. This is very sad. Nowhere safe. Nope. And Buffalo, I don't know why they on there talking about, oh, this is a neighborly city. Buffalo, you know how y'all give it up. Y'all got so many different. Yeah, I remember when that lady got out of her car and she was like, gun, gun, gun. They got so many videos from Buffalo, New York, with people getting crazy. So I know they're not trying to act like it's all love. Please, Buffalo, don't try to act like that. You know what it is? I do feel like there are very good white people in the world. I know because I've come across some really good white people, right? But there are some toxic ones. And I think that the ones that are on TV, they're praying and they doing all this because they know that this could instantly, go into a race war and it could make people like retaliate and do shit like that. I don't want that. I don't even want white people to get killed. I don't want them to be in no establishments and people run up in that doing that. No, I'm not on no revenge shit like that. I just don't like it. I don't like that it happened at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even putting that energy out there like, oh, somebody should go into. No, I'm not putting that out there. I think that it's crazy. I think that's crazy. Hopefully now maybe they'll have maybe they'll change the law, Hopefully maybe they can change some things to put it into law that they'll have to have maybe a real instead of having a security guard at At a grocery store, maybe they should have a police officer at a grocery store. You know, maybe they should always have a police officer at every grocery store. Maybe this should change something. You know how they come out and they'll change it and it'll be somebody's law or some sort of law or something. Maybe they could do that, because to me that was just crazy. Like, he just pulled up to like, what made him go to this specific area? I feel like there had to be some sort of connection. Look through this nigga history, look through his internet shit, look through his messages. What made him pull up to this Tops grocery store in Buffalo? Like, what made him pick this specific one? That could have been like my grocery store here. He could have been at the Kroger's over in my area. Like, he could have been at the HEB. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. I met some nice white people today, but man, when I know them intentionally try to hurt me, it upsets me. Yeah, and they'll throw you under the bus in a heartbeat too. Those are the types that I don't like. I remember when Carlos Dillard filmed A Racist White Lady. Was that the one that was saying N-word, N-word, N-word? And she was outside of her Honda Element or some shit like that. He chased her down to her place and recorded her license plate. Yeah, it's getting scary. It's getting spooky. You have a good night as well. Today I dealt with a racist piece of shit at the market. I did telling me I made the other vendors look bad because I was late. Oh shit. How late was you? I wouldn't give him crap. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. That's a fact. Let's see. I was about to say that Erica King's the military or CIA sends him out to do crazy stuff. Yeah. I should have got a drink. Spend all that damn money up in here. I definitely should have got a drink. Oh. Yo, I gotta get back on my intermittent fasting. Yo, you know what's so crazy? I can say this, right? I think intermittent fasting helps you, but it does something to your body, because when I was like fasting, I would always have to brush my tongue because it would get yellowish. But now that I'm starting to eat regular food again, and I'm back off my shit, I feel like my tongue is back to the regular color. It's like my tongue was getting yellowish when I was fasting. I don't know why that shit was happening though. Like, shit was weird. What's up to Myra? Hold on, let's get into a little selection real quick. Hold on, let's do this. Let's get on a positive note.
Here we go, I'm glad I'm doing it all. I'm glad I'm putting it down. I got this thing off the ground. It wasn't easy, yo, when they expect you to lose. And it's your choice if you choose. Keep my movement on the move. Let's go. Here we go. I take the good with the bad. I swear there's no looking back. Just focus on where I'm at. They tried to count me out. Only God knows when I'm done. I'm shining just like the sun. Until then I'm having fun. You feel me? This one goes out to those feeling hopeless. It's a struggle, that's the reason why I wrote this. But take your iPhone out and note this, and type out, turn pain into focus, and keep it moving, stay focused on your routine. Your past failed, let's get you on the new things. That past stuff don't define you. I had to drop this track to remind you. Yo, I did my best after dealing with stress. Keep fighting under pressure, it's all the test. They thought that I was done, yeah, I hear they upset. Assumed that I was finished and they probably had bets, but I just kept on working on my Peugeot. I went from mixtape straight into song mode. Now my CD's got a barcode. All my tracks on iTunes you can download. But yo, this for y'all who persevered, who did it all alone with no person there. Don't even be mad, don't curse or swear, cause the good thing about it is you're prepared. I learned a lesson through the depression. I had to cross people out, yeah, I made corrections. Y'all could count me out, cause I count on me. I'm in a brand new place where I'm proud to be. Let's go. Here we go, I'm glad I'm doing it all. I'm glad I'm putting it down. I got this thing off the ground. It wasn't easy, yo, when they expect you to lose. And it's your choice if you choose. Keep my movement on the move. Let's go. Here we go. I take the good with the bad. I swear there's no looking back. Just focus on where I'm at. They tried to count me out. Only God knows when I'm done. Yo. I'm shining just like the sun. Yo. Until then I'm having fun. You feel me? It's a real cold world that we living in, but stay strong, don't let them see you giving in. Cause people laugh at the hell that you living in, and make jokes when your options is limited. And be the ones telling you what's up, only come around when they use you up. And that's the reason you ain't really got nothing. That's not your real friends, and I'm not frontin'. The difference between me and the competition, they rely on crews and I'm self-sufficient. Yeah, I cut people off when I had suspicions. I just felt bad vibes in my intuitions, but I'm up, I don't care if you down. I swam through deep water when you prayed I drowned. Took flights out of town, never stayed around, and thank God when the plane lands safe on ground. But this for my people living with restrictions, going hard trying to kick addictions. You could do it here, my conviction. This is true story, we don't deal with fiction. Let the song lift you up, take this as a keepsake. You deserve it all, don't deal with cheapskates. LeBron on the track, yo, it's more than just he say. My first week I need it like it's Jordan release date.
Here we go, I'm glad I'm doing it all. I'm glad I'm putting it down. I got this thing off the ground. It wasn't easy, yo, when they expect you.
Yo, I'ma holla at y'all later. I'm about to pick my food up, so I'ma holla at y'all. Hope y'all have a safe night. I'm gonna be back on here tomorrow to chit chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm out.